Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It is Saturday and we're hanging out with the UEC. Thank you again to everyone for letting me hang out and watch these awesome events. We hit 800 subs this week, guys, so we're building the channel slowly but surely. We're not paying for subs or views, so it's tough in this market, but we're trying the best we can. All right, so what do we have today? The second match of the first week of the campaign, and the Confederates won that first match. And on that Confederate side, we got the Mighty 88, 8th Alabama German Legion, and the 8th Florida, and also the 56th Virginia sprinkled in there as well. Those guys did a fine job in the first match. On the Union side, we're going to have 51st New York, the Serpent Brigade, along with the 18th North Carolina, that's Winkler's Legion. We also have the 2nd Delaware, Toby in command, and the 52nd New York. 52nd and 2nd Delaware working together, that is the Empire. And haven't seen the Emperor today, but Darth Toby is on the field. You can see the Confederates lining up. We're at Hooker's Push. And on the campaign, it looks like they're doing it in order. We started with the East Skirmish. That was the night before the battle. And this is the early morning action where Douglas defended this position against the Union attack. So Lawton's brigade here in the middle of the field as the Union under Rickets. And that first brigade to go in were Durier's men. His support having multiple problems. Hartsuff got wounded or you know, shaken up with a cannonball, and Christian actually chicken shitted out and ran to the rear. Which, you know, I laugh, but I wasn't there. I'm sure it was terrifying.
One good thing on this map is that the Union have a long way to go from spawn. If you're able to capture a Yankee flag, that's a massive boon for us on this map.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, boys, you have your orders.
Happy New Year.
Glory to the map.
Alright, the clock has started, and here we go. Let's follow the Union in. Getting good shots of men walking through corn is always a good idea. So, and I don't see any Union on the guns here on Matthews Hill. They are over here. J.J. Carter and the boys. And Hogg's right, they do have a long way to get from spawn. And they're going to march there. O'Keefe in the front. And there's Darth Toby himself. Captain Stricker. Along with Lieutenant Winters. And Stricker and the boys wearing the green of the sharpshooters, it looks like.
Alles gut.
Viel Glück, Jungs.
Well, essentially the plan is going to be...
See how far they have to go just to get to the cornfield. That's not even the cornfield in front of them.
Jungs, achtet bitte auf Information. 18th and a double quick turn.
Up and over.
Winkler.
Up and over.
Es darf Musik gespielt werden.
Da waren schon 2 Fahnen auf dem Feld.
Sticky Cheese. Falsche Einheit, wa?
Ja, wenn du sterben solltest, andere Einheit dann losgehen.
Keep is also time to not freeze.
Nee, du sollst doch dein Laptop nicht immer laden. Ich hab meinen normalen Rechner. Das könnt ihr mit mir nicht machen.
Das ist das Kiew da weg.
Was? Okay, wir haben keine Formation mehr.
Ja, Jungs, into range,
Alright, they've reached Matthews Hill. They're about to get into the cornfield.
Starte ich das Spiel einmal neu. Weil das ist kacke. Sorry dafür.
You see it on the mini-map.
Kein Problem.
Profis einfach wieder
Union attack.
Dann geht's weiter. Der Weg ist ja lang genug.
And you can recognize those hats. That's the Iron Brigade, 6th Wisconsin.
Oh,
now, since it's the morning after the battle we just played.
I can give a history lesson on this map if you want.
No. Well, good
You hear Livington and Utley there. That's the 51st. The Serpents. We'll go with them.
John, there was a chat after you as well.
And you heard Hog talking about it. That flag's a huge prize on this because they do have a long way to travel from spawn. We've come with them the whole way just to emphasize that point.
It's just a Chad Arty moment from the US.
Whoa.
Go on, go. Fill in the gaps, go. Let's get.
By company into Lawton.
All right, we can see the end of the field. And the Serpents have made it to the other side. Up and over immediately. 51st continuing to move. They got the Empire in front of them. So the Union making a strong push on the Confederate right.
March.
Hold. So. Das oben wird wahrscheinlich der
They also have a unit to the right there.
Und das sind bestimmt 300 Yards. Da habt ihr vorhin drauf getroffen.
Company.
Oh.
Fireball Company, make ready.
Fireball company, make ready.
Take. Hey!
Hey!
Auf den
300
Kommando.
yards.
I think that's the commando plan.
Yeah,
Fire!
Chevy
Und einer ist getroffen worden. Sehr schön. Ein ganz
All right, so the Union showing their hand there. Let's see what they got on the right side. It's going to be 18 North Carolina. And they're facing off against part of the Alabama German Legion. This looks like a scouting party or skirmishers here. So not a lot. Confederates not really holding that position too tightly. They're all back here, up on the top of the hill. There's the rest of your Alabama German Legion. So got your 8th Florida here. But Confederates have guns. See
There's
the
one flag opposite 8th Alabama, but they can deal with that easy, no problem.
Yeah.
Kein Problem.
What are the kind problem?
Is this Virginia over here? Yes, it is on the right flank.
Target.
They're probably in the best position, to be honest with you.
Fire.
Right.
They definitely got eyeballs on the Union there.
Feel free to unfix bayonets as well, lads.
Unfix those.
I can shoot better
Nice and
with
city.
bayonet both, okay.
At the ready.
So Hogg's got like a little company
If the
here
unit wants to stand in
to
the
guard
right
him and
flank,
Harris.
it's gonna get fucked.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
this is perfect.
Fire.
When Tim brings the guns up, they're done.
Oh, 56. One of ours is down.
Kneel to load, boys. Kneel to load.
RT is almost there.
Hogg's excited. He said if they're just gonna stand in the open, they're gonna get shot to pieces.
Yeah,
That's what he's looking forward to doing. You can see there's a lot of Union bodies already laying on the field here. So the Empire feeling the heat. Look at this.
Pass auf, wir haben 2 Feindeinheiten von unserer Formation aus Südwest zu West auf dem Stein,
This is exactly what Hogg and Harris are wanting them to do.
ebenso eine Feindeinheit.
Long-range musket fire. They're good at it, but man,
Okay.
Cease, fire.
See.
it's going to cost them a lot of lives standing out in the open.
Okay, ich hab grad einen Meller hier gehabt.
Now, actually, 2 companies of Durier's men did this, actually. Came out into this part of the field. They were flanked by the Georgians, the 12th Georgia coming from this direction over here.
Alright, that's the one we hope to engage.
Do you have some information back?
Well, the Serpents are making a push here. You see Livingston going all the way around the Confederate flank. This is a good, a good idea since only the 56th Virginia was holding this right flank, and they are not very large. So Slaughter bringing his men back over. He's going to have to contend with the 51st New York, and Hogg is right. When Tim gets these guns up, it's going to get real ugly for the Union on that side of the field. So Livingston going to have to do something about it with this flanking maneuver, and the rest of the army coming with him. The Empire coming this way as well. So those Confederate guns may not even have a chance to open up. They've been flanked. So how will the Confederates respond to this? Will the Alabama swing this way? Maybe the Florida come up to support the Virginia? And you can see the Florida doing their best to hold that spot in the middle of the field. Oh, look at the bodies dropping Florida. Excuse me, hitting them hard. All right, they just woke up Tim. And all right, they're going after the Virginia here. Nope, they're just moving in. All right, they're going to get to the rocks. It's some good cover. Can the Virginia hold them? There's just not many Virginians here. Cottleman and Schultz. Oh my God! That was just straight up murder, son. Here come the Florida on the charge. And the Serpents might have got more than they bargained for on that one. See part of the 2nd Delaware here too. The flag is on the ground. David Howard's going to have to get it out of here. We know how important that flag is right now on this map for the Union. And the corporal doing a good job. Don't look back, sir. Just keep running. All right. Now the rest of the Empire coming up to help. But the Florida clearing the rocks and pushing the Union back. This is going to give Tim and his boys time to get that gun working. All right, he's pulling the Florida back, but now the Empire exposed to cannon fire, and the 51st Livingston's here as well.
That RT's gonna boom us pretty soon.
You heard him? You heard what Livingston said? He knows that artillery is going to turn them into red paste. Oh, man. Just missed. Tim and the boys a little high, and that's all the Union needed to know. They're getting the hell out of here. But there's not going to be a safe spot on this field from Tim and those boys. Deadly gunners.
But let's first man up a little bit more again.
So what the Union have to do is use this terrain for their advantage, right? Because you can get behind these hills, and it's hard for those guns to hit you. So I thought that was a good flank attack. They just, you know, defenders are always going to have better interior lines. But they got out of there with a large unit, so certainly not destroyed. But as the majority of the Union Army, other than the 18th North Carolina, which have moved out to the rocks here. So they're moving up on the Confederate left. But eventually they're going to meet the whole 8th Alabama here. And they're going to be outnumbered, Greenberg and the boys.
Okay.
A lot of guys this weekend, once again. He's going to go out, get some information.
Ja. Aber dann sind sie nicht im Cap oder irgendwie nah dem Cap, das wollte ich wissen. Komm mit. Kannst wieder an deinen Stein. Das wollte ich
You see Tiberius there as well. He was just scouting. See the Confederates move down. This must be the Virginia. It is indeed. Slaughter's got his boys out front today. And he's going to harass the Union position.
Firing by company.
Firing by company.
Ready.
Ready, boys. Da wird sich was in den Felsen.
Firing by ranks.
Firing by ranks.
Front rank. Aim north.
Aim, front rank, north.
Der steht in der Mitte, rechts davon. Fire.
How long before Tim and the boys get this position dialed in? I think rocks are pretty damn good cover for cannon fire, actually. I was saying. Yeah, not so good cover on that left side. Half of the Union line now is completely gone. But it didn't push him off. Empire's still holding into that spot.
Der Feind hat
Yeah, that's the Delaware side of the line. Either way, they're gone. All right, Union trying their best to hold this position, but they have been nailed once. But those were the guys to the left side of the rocks. As you can see that that artillery piece. Artillery pieces. They've got a couple of them actually. One of them facing the 18th North Carolina, it looks like.
Weitermachen.
Immer noch feiern.
Ja,
Feuer.
So Jungs, anschließend einfallen. Ich habe mich zurückgemeldet nach dem Marsch.
Einheit hat Feuer at will. Richtung
All right, see more Yankees flooding into the spot. There's that cover I was talking about. That ball appears to have hit that rock dead on, but it didn't kill a single man. All right, we got more 51st moving off to the right. And they've got a flag. It's Silver Smurfing himself.
Fire at will.
Said he's an artillery man. He don't like carrying a dirty musket unless he has to.
I have a visual.
I think that's the scams over above. Scams over right.
God, this game is beautiful. Let's get a flyby.
Hate love. I don't even know what's called.
Shot going high.
Genau. Südwesten oder auf dem Hügel. Geht am besten ganz über links, da wo wir vorhin waren. Geht um die Büsche rum und dann die Art.
I'm curious to see if these rocks are actually there on the field. I think there are rocks there. I just don't know if they're boulders that are this large. But that's, like I said, I'm gonna, hopefully that's part of the battlefield. Antietam's one of the best well-preserved battlefields in America, so it's gonna be a real treat to go back. Oh, you see the flagman going down. That appeared to be artillery. And Silver Smurfing is no more. So we're all tied up, 22 left to go in the match. And Union not really able to make much of a push against the Confederate position so far. An early left flank looked like it worked to their advantage, but was covered up early, and they kind of gave up on that spot. So they've just fallen back to the rocks, and they're going to try to see if they can get these guys to breaking and then take that point of contention.
I'm actually not actually trying that. It's like scary.
Right.
You must be wait a little bit.
She's fighting. Come on.
All right, shells going off. All right, we got movement now. And that's on that left flank. The ears must have been burning. O'Keefe wants to get back on that left flank. And we'll go with the Empire.
Wenn man scrollt, dann, ja.
I can see movement in front of them. It must be the Virginia.
Ja.
Or we already have Union up here. It looks like they got bayonets out. That definitely is Union, part of the 52nd. Already coming this way, and these guys are going to link up. Because O'Keefe and the rest of the guys are coming from the Empire. So the Union going to have a lot of guys up here on this flank once again. And Slaughter and the boys going to try to hold them back. A lot of Yankees.
Hey. Fire.
You see effective fire there. Definitely a couple guys dropping in the distance. And are the Florida in a position to help? They appear to be down here on the flank of the Alabama, because we've got Union in the middle of the field.
There's one on the point, one going up on the point.
And you can see the point of contention moving toward the Union. 51st New York has decided to move right up the middle of the field.
Company.
But they've got to find cover from that artillery, or they are going to be mincemeat, and they know it.
Gonna take casualties for just one.
Oh my God, Florida ripping a hole in the 51st. Livington trying to keep his men calm, but the 8th Alabama doing it too. Mighty 88 raining fire down on the 51st New York, and they will not survive this. Livington trying to do his best, but he's now dead.
Uh-oh.
Utley having a conversation with Jimmy Neutron there.
They're charging. Oh, and they come.
Yep, they're dead. 51st knows it. Oh, another volley coming through, ripping holes. And there are only 4 men left from the once mighty 51st, now only 3. And Utley's got the flag. Oh, but a shot in the back. And the Union wiped off the middle of the field. 1936 left in the match, but they're pushing on the left. The Empire pushing into the guns of the Confederates. But you can see Tim and the boys coming back with the pistol. A murderer. Tim Impling doing the honors, but Kitten killed himself. And the Q-tip brigade trying to defend their guns. Those Q-tips aren't as good as a bayonet. And one private is left. Here comes John Bell Hood. Uh-oh. You better watch out, man. Assany. I don't know if this is full name, but Private Assany. This is the killer of the week. Holy shit. How many guys did he kill? Were you guys counting? Those Delaware, man, they like to kill. We saw. All right, here's the 8th Alabama. Coming back across the field, pushing their weight around. We see artillery coming in from the Union, but not a lot of it. 18 minutes left. You can't see from the Union position where to fire those guns for sure. So the Confederates are engaged. Union battle ready. 18-17 left in the match. But, oh man.
Shit, flag down.
Flag went down. Spilka's got it. Oh shit, it sounds like he got shot too.
Those are good shooters.
Those are good shooters. You're right about that.
Zigzags. Zigzags.
So Private Z Hood trying to get away with the flag. You see him. Serpentine. Serpentine.
Thank you.
I'm behind you.
Appreciate your service.
I'm behind you. Just go.
Thank you.
We just got shot 3 times.
Oh no, I see. Okay, dressing to my left.
So Florida able to get their flag back. And the Union still holding those rocks, it looks like. Well, not really much. A lot of them back at spawn. You see all the stuff flying up from the artillery. This is 18th North Carolina. Winkler's changed sides of the field. So who's on the right now? It's going to be your leadership. You got Toby here.
Ja, denke ich auch.
Toby and Winters.
Also ich glaube, das Hauptziel soll es sein, echt
Yeah, Confederates shooting this way though. Yep, so we got 8th Alabama Confederate skirmishers out here. Holding the left side and doing a damn good job of it. You haven't seen any Yankee movement over here pretty much all day. All right, and they've moved out of the rocks. Where are they going? I've lost them. Okay, they're swinging around. Try the left side again. 18th North Carolina hasn't done it yet. It's their turn, so here they come. And we'll see if the Confederates will do anything to stop them. See the guys trying to communicate through runners? Yeah, this is epic. I agree, Eggsy.
Die haben noch eine zweite Gun. Die haben den toten Wickel sich genommen.
Ja, Intoline nicht vergessen.
Ja.
Und ich stehe falsch.
Jetzt mal ein
Yeah, they're going to try to sneak up now. The Union has tried this a couple times already. They haven't really been able to push them off completely. And we'll see. 56 Virginia holding this right flank all day. They're getting a lot of heat over here and doing the best they can, slaughtering the guys with fewer men. They've been outnumbered all day, but they've been holding their own over here with the help of Florida coming in when they have to. You see the Floridians are down here by the 8th Alabama. It's hard to keep the mighty 88 apart, you know what I mean? But you heard them calling for it. They know they have Yankee movement up the hill. And we'll see if the Carolinians will move. All right, both sides now engaged. Give the advantage now to the Confederates, the defender, with less than 15 minutes left in the match. And Winkler's on the move. First Lieutenant Mallow in the lead. And the Virginia don't see him or not aiming. Oh, yeah, there they are. Oh, Virginia decimated in one volley by the 18th North Carolina. And Slaughter survived, but only 3 men left. J.J. Jones and who was the other guy here? And Charlie, volunteer Charlie. Only 3 left. The artillery trying to do something about it now. Tim and the boys having to re-sight their guns. And it appears they've done a fine job of it. Holy crap. Only 3 18th North Carolina after that blast. Sorry, I missed it. Sorry, I missed the mist that the Union Army turned into. And Todd with the flag, he's trying to get the hell out of here. So with 13:53 left, the Union not showing a lot of muscle yet, but they are trying to move up here in the rocks. And that is going to be your Serpents. We also got guys over here on the right. This is something you see a lot on the pub server. And this is actually what happened in the actual battle as well. 2nd Delaware now, and the Empire, 52nd and 2nd Delaware.
Fire!
They're coming down this right flank. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the Iron Brigade came through the cornfield and actually came down this side of the fence doing fierce direct combat with the Louisiana under Stark. Stark ended up getting shot and killed coming out of the woods over there, and the Confederate colors were actually laying on the fence, and a Union guy tried to reach over, and they were just shooting the hell out of each other at point-blank range. So the Union did a fine job on the right side of that side of the field early on. All right, so 8th Florida has come down in support of the 8th Alabama. Looks like Tim and Virginia, the guns of Tim and the rifles of the Virginia holding the right flank pretty well throughout the afternoon. And you can see Smurfin's got a dirty gun in his possession now.
It's just proving rather difficult.
But at least coming this way, you got some protection from the artillery. Even though you're trying to shoot yourself out of a mousetrap there. So who is shooting this? Oh, this is Tim's guys right here. Pointing down that way. Oh, they're running both guns. And the 56th Virginia just standing guard on the guns. I love this strategy. And it's really working for the Confederates. 12 minutes left, and really the Union has not shown a strong push at all. to get into the middle of the field where they need to be. Of course, that's easier said than done when you got the mighty 88 and these rocks up here. And you see they keep trying it, but they just get shot to pieces. So let's hang out with our friends from the 51st for a minute here.
Fuck yeah, he died.
Yes, indeed he did, Utley. He died. Ah, you see some Union artillery coming in. That's actually pretty close. Good shooting. Well, Tim and his boys trying to make a mess of things down here, but these rocks are good cover for the 51st. And now you can see elements of the Empire coming in this way.
Yeah.
And the threat on the right-hand side is dissolved, so Confederates really running a clinic on how to defend this position. It's almost impossible for the Union to break through the middle, but we've still got another flank on the back side. This is 18th North Carolina. They've taken a gun, and they've pushed through the 56th Virginia. And with the mighty 88 on the other side of the field, it's going to take them a second to respond to this. But here they come. This is 8th Florida. Fritch in the lead, and Fritch in the van. Coming straight into the guns. And they've got their bayonets on. And North Carolina not really wanting to hang out. You see the flag going off in the different direction. Both sides engaged. 9:54 left in the match. Winkler trying to get out of there with his skin. Florida pressing them hard.
Nice.
Look at them run.
Yep, they are running.
We took the guns, boys. Good job.
So that's the way the defensive strategy is set up, right? You got 56 standing there, and if they get overrun, which they are a small unit, they probably will, then Florida will come in to try to support. And as long as they get there in time, it works. And it's worked again. That's at least the third time they've done that. And they're holding that spot. You see the Union flag making it all the way back to the line. Good job, Private. And you see the Empire flooding in now. Union soldiers moving to the front.
He's down. Alright, just follow me. On my left, completely.
Sounds like the Union ready to put an attack on. Here they go. They're going to need to do something. All right, Livington taking the boys on the right-hand side now. A little bit different. Let's see if it fools the Alabama. Oh, look at these guys already in an elbow. Look at that, man. God, these guys are good. Look at that. They've moved this wing over. Now to the left, and they've just formed the box on the other side. Absolutely beautiful. 8th Alabama, cheers, man. These guys are so disciplined. Here come the Serpents. Matter of fact, it's the whole damn Union Army other than the 18th North Carolina. The Empire's here as well. 2-on-1. Can the Alabama survive? Will the 8th Florida make it down in time? Flagman moving out. And the 8th Alabama German Legion getting overwhelmed early. Are they still here? A couple of them. And they've done it. And the Florida never did get down here to defend the 8th Alabama. They're still up on the top of the hill.
Okay.
Get them.
I don't see the 56.
So it looks like the Confederates are allowing them in. Maybe luring, you might say. And here's your 8th Florida moving out in front of the guns. to the left. These are the flankers, and they're going to try to flank you if they can.
Take aim.
But they're kind of out in the open, and the Union have an advantage here. Although Florida's still deadly, still knocking guys down. Excuse me, from behind the rocks. And now it's their turn. Yeah, they weathered the storm pretty well. Not a lot of guys going down. So Union in a tough spot here. But you can see that point of contention slowly, ever so slowly, just ticking away. 6:17 left in the match here. Both sides engaged. And the Union trying to show some dominance, but it's hard to push that position. Especially considering the Confederates know exactly where they are. They're going to have to come out with a flank here. They're going to have much of a chance to surprise anybody, but I don't see any more Union anywhere on this field. So this is a tough spot to be in for these Union guys here in the middle of the field. They'll just end up ultimately sitting here and getting shot to pieces. Excuse me, but they do have better cover. But it doesn't seem to be bothering the Florida right now. It looks like they got the Alabama with them. There's the 56, there's the 8th Florida, there's the 8th Alabama. So you got the whole army here on this left side. And the Union having an effect, but I don't know if it's enough. You can see that point of contention, though, bleeding away from the Confederates. And they were hoping the Union would dive bomb them, but they're keeping the rocks. They're happy to have it for now. Let's see if this artillery can root them out of there. You can see onesie twosies, they're going down.
Right. So what about the left?
Excuse me. Remember, this is the point where the 8th Alabama sat for a long time during this battle, so the Union has moved up. You can see artillery just bouncing off the rocks. Look at that, didn't kill anybody. So great cover. These rocks are amazing cover. You have to get around them and hit, if you hit a rock, it's not going to kill them. Well, that's a beautiful cinematic right there. Look at that. Yeah. Stay here. Maybe the algorithm will pick it as the thumbnail. Oh, we got movement. Confederates coming down. They want to push them out of the rocks. Who's it going to be? 8th Florida in the van. Here we go. There's a lot of Yankees here, and they don't know it.
Charge!
You hear the huzzah. They're killing a lot of rebels. It's the whole Union Army here. They better come with a whole Confederate one. You see Alabama German Legion coming with them. Hogg still alive out there with his pistol. You see Fritch on the rocks. And both Confederate flags here as well. They're pushing them. And the Union running for Washington, both flags. And the Confederates are fired up. You hear Greenberg chasing John Beck. All right, they finally got it. And they've backed up. They pushed the Union off. And with 3 minutes left in the match, and the Confederates with that much muscle, boy, it's going to be hard for the Union to win this match.
56 going back to it.
56.
Okay, then the staff quick time with me and how today.
And the Union not able to use that push to their advantage. They don't have anybody forcing the Confederate right at the same time. So, boy, that frontal assault by the Confederates really put a black eye on the Yankees here. And they're licking their wounds with only less than 3 minutes to go. They're going to have an uphill battle to try to get rid of these Confederates.
Alles, was ihr seht, schießt drauf.
It's a beautiful game. The regiments are UEC, so that's United European Community. That consists of the TGV, the German volunteers. That's the groups like the 18th North Carolina, your 52nd New York, your 2nd Delaware. And then we have like 51st, 8th Alabama, 8th Florida. And film these every week on Saturday with the UEC when we can, when I'm not missing them for work or other things. And post them on the YouTube channel, so you can go over there and check those out as well. And if you're new to the game and you want to join one of these excellent regiments, everyone is always recruiting, so reach out and we'll make sure to hook you up with whoever you want to talk to. Any one of these guys would be happy to include you with their fighting force. And that's why we do it, man. We get this different perspective on the battle than you see from the first person, and that's one of the things I love about this game, this spectator cam. I wish more games would do this, man. I do this for you boys to see your names and to try to get more guys into your ranks. Well, I tell you what, I think the Union has just accepted defeat with 32 seconds left. Nope, here they come. 18th North Carolina in the van. Smashing into the skirmishers of the 8th Alabama. And they got to keep going. Both sides taking losses. 15 seconds left. And this is a suicide march into the teeth of the Confederate Army. You can see 8th Florida up front. They're going to shoot as many Yankees as they can, but they're running for the point. And it's over. Another Confederate victory. So congratulations. First week of the campaign and 2 Confederate victories. This might be a short campaign, boys. Union knows I'm teasing. You guys did a great job as well. These maps are really, really difficult, and you guys all do a great job every single week. Thanks for having me. Well, boys, each and every week, another wonderful battle. Thank you again for having me. If you like that, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We appreciate you having. Until next time, my name is Jehovah, and I'll catch you later.